Today we're going to take a simple HTML file and create multiple HTML files, all that are fairly similar in nature. We of course have an images folder that already has a couple of subfolders like edits and geography, but today we're going to work with some photos of hiking expeditions to various lakes. So I've got a folder called lakes, and in there I put a dozen or so different images of lakes that I'm going to use in this case. Now, I go back to my public HTML and I create a folder called hiking because I have the images are going to be in the lakes folder, but the HTML pages are going to be in the hiking folder. And I'll begin with a very basic standard HTML page that we've used in previous sessions. And we add things like an H1 header that says Broomstick Lake, and we add a title that says Broomstick. And then we go and add the image. Now the image is going to have a source. That source, again, we are in the hiking folder. // means go up a folder. That's the public HTML. Into images, into lakes, find a photo called broomsticklake.jpg. And of course, if you don't find it or if you need a screen reader, we have the alt tag that says a photo of Broomstick Lake. And that'll work. I'm just going to throw a little paragraph in here and add some information about Broomstick Lake. And after that information, I'm going to put another anchor, a hyperlink. href equals // index.html. That means go up one folder. So that's our home page of the whole site. And I've labeled it home, but I'm going to add a little something else here. I'm going to add target equals top. And that will have no impact today, but we'll use it in a different lecture. Because what that says is if you have a frame set, then eliminate all the frame sets and begin at the beginning. In most cases, we don't have a frame set like that. Now you can see the image, Broomstick Lake, and the photo, and a little bit of information about it, and so on. But then I'm going to take that and look at the basic components of that page. What's different to move that page from Broomstick Lake to a lake called Canada Lake? Now, Canada Lake is a couple miles down the road from Broomstick Lake. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate the paragraph of information about Broomstick Lake. And while I'm at it, I'm going to eliminate the title and the H1 header. And then I'm going to take that image, source equals, and change it from Broomstick Lake to Canada Lake. And I'll change the alt tag from a photo of Broomstick Lake to a photo of Canada Lake. And then I go back and put my title and my H1 header. And for that matter, I can put a paragraph of information about Canada Lake. Now, we'll get to this in a different course at a different time. But think about that. I changed the title, the H1 header, the image, the alt tag, and the paragraph. That's all I have to do to all those 10 different photos of lakes to make 10 different HTML pages. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to save it, Canada Lake. I'll save it in plain text as canadalake.html. And at that point, I have 2 HTML files. Well, all I got to do is that same thing, change those 5 things over and over again, and suddenly I have a whole bunch of different pages. So this is how you can take formatted pages and go from 1 page to 10 pages. Very quickly, very easily. Not a lot of work.